Hello, and good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today here and listening to some great information that we're going to be sharing. My name is Gallino, and I'm the Director of the Economic and Community Development Department for Calaveras County. We're here today to discuss some business opportunities and ways that businesses can be creative and stay open, as well as developing online tools and pickup and delivery tools that goes for restaurants, retail, and wineries. There's a lot of deliveries happening of wineries. Also, we're supporting businesses who are looking for creative ways to stay in business and want to share that information with other business community members and allow for social distancing, which is very, very important at this time. Other business sectors that are considered critical infrastructure are pharmacies, gas stations, grocery stores, farmers markets, food banks, convenience stores, banks, laundromats and laundry services, veterinary hospitals. But please call ahead before you go out to those facilities and make sure that they're open in your communities. We will be working on developing a website that has a Google Maps base to it that will allow for people to look online and see who's open close to their communities. I'm nervous. We are discouraging visitors at this time. We know that tourism is an important part of our economy in Calaveras County, but we are not encouraging visitors to come to Calaveras. If they do have second homes and are up here to stay in their homes, obviously they have a right to do that. Essential state and local government functions are also remaining open, including law enforcement and offices that provide government services and programs. On short-term vacation rentals, there is an opportunity for those to remain open if they're providing those rentals to utilize for COVID-19 workers, essential workers, and possibly other opportunities. Businesses whose patrons are elderly might consider having a delivery service startup or a doorstep drop-off. I have seen recently that there are several businesses that are popping up that are providing delivery services. One of them potentially in the Valley Springs area, which is the Wallaby service, may be coming soon. There is Instacart.com, where you can put in your zip code and identify what services may be delivered to you. Angel's Food Market is providing services as well, and Sierra Hills in Murphy's does have a delivery service. Please call ahead and make sure that their services are available. SaveMart.com also has a delivery service. Other information is our tax day has been moved to July 15th from April. So the Treasury and IRS are extending filing deadlines and federal tax payments regardless of the amount owed. The Small Business Administration also has an economic injury and disaster loan program. I've received quite a bit of requests about how that program works. It can be difficult, but please, if you are suffering, if your business is suffering, you have the opportunity to get on there and sign up at sba.gov. There are the loan program is offering working capital and loans of up to $2 million that can provide vital economic support to the businesses in Calaveras County that are suffering from a temporary loss of income. I'd like to share that we also are looking at sharing information with businesses that have great business practices that are being creative and thinking out of the box, like selling gift cards or methods for avoiding cash handling, and think that those strategies could help other businesses in our communities. I'm encouraging you to please post those stories on the Calaveras County Economic and Community Development Facebook page. I'd like to be able to share that with other community members. Local residents are encouraged to continue their patronage of local businesses. We need to keep our dollars local, especially now. Check businesses for social media, Yelp pages, see who's open until we can get the other website up, and I will get information out to the press and to the communities on that. And to purchase your goods and services local during this pandemic. The county is also working on developing a hotline, a community resources hotline. Hopefully I will have that up and running in the next day. I'm dedicating staff and lines to that effort. So I think that'll be a great way for people to call in and get information on what's going on. Local businesses can find updated information on the county's COVID-19 webpage under the Businesses tab. So if you go to covid19.calaveras.gov.us, and at the top of the page on the right, there's a business tab. You can just click on that, and there's quite a bit of resources there for you. Last thing I want to touch on is the census. Census 2020 has been extended for the self-reporting deadline from April 30th to August 14th. It's very important that people get online at 2020census.gov and respond to the census. Those dollars mean federal dollars for our public schools, our roads, safety, education and health, and many, many more things. So please, 2020census.gov. Please check in and respond. And now I'd like to go ahead and turn it over to Morgan, who is the executive or the CEO for our Calaveras County Chamber of Commerce. Morgan?
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's not taken lightly, and it's with heavy hearts that we're presenting this information to you. My name is Morgan Gace. I'm the CEO of the Calaveras County Chamber of Commerce, and I want to share just briefly the mission of the Chamber. We are not actually affiliated with the county. We're in partnership with the county. The Chamber of Commerce is a 501c6. And our mission is to promote the sustainability and the advocacy of businesses here in Calaveras County. And right now, our businesses are being put through the ringer. And so my goal is to provide as much resources and as much support as I possibly can for you. And I don't take that lightly. So let me give you a couple of tips and some context that you can have right now. So first of all, when we're encountering a situation like this, it's obviously very important that we find ways to be creative and use new ways to create income for our businesses. And some of our essential services are already experiencing that with curbside pickup, delivery, drive-by, whatever it is. And so they've been forced to do that. But there's other ways too, and I want to encourage you to get creative. And I know that makes it seem a little trivial, but truly sit down and think, what can I do? Not what can't I do? And so let's talk about the social media piece. With social media, it's important that first of all, you're sharing on behalf of your business some of the guidelines and practices taking place due to COVID-19. So what social distancing are you employing? What kind of cleanliness standards are you employing for your business? And this is important because your patrons want to hear this. They want to know that you're taking this seriously and that you in fact do care about their health and safety. Share your offerings. So oftentimes, I go back to this saying a lot, you never want to make it difficult for people to give you your money. And so going to that piece, you want to display your services and maybe get creative on what those services look like right now. Your goal is to still market to people. It's just a very different way of marketing right now. If you are no longer earning an income, and I'm saying this also from a business owner's perspective, if you right now are struggling with whether to lay off your staff or whether to keep them on or whatever your options may be, there are resources for you. And I want to give you a couple of those. First of all, edd.gov is a fabulous resource to tell you some options that you do have available to you, meaning they have something like a work share program where EDD can cover as much as 60% of reduced hours that are there. And so there's some details of that on their website, again, edd.gov. Also, it's a great resource if you are laying off employees. And I know that doesn't come easily, and maybe you're watching being a recently laid off an employee. And that's really hard. And this isn't normal situation, this isn't normal circumstances. And a lot of businesses are doing this. If that's the case, please, as soon as you can, go to edd.gov and fill out the unemployment insurance benefits that you have available to you. That's very crucial. Now, fortunately, in our county here, we have a wonderful resource called Motherlode Job Training. And I want to give you contact information for Emily Graham from there. Her phone number is 209-754-4242. And also her email is E as in Emily, Graham, GRAHAM @mljt.org. Emily is a great resource there because she deals a lot, not just during COVID-19 pandemics, but every day she deals with unemployment and issues with finding gainful employment. And so I encourage you to reach out to her. She's very knowledgeable and very resourceful, so please do that. There is some questions, and we've been getting in regards to independent contractors and self-employed. And as a former one of those, I completely understand, and it's scary times. That being said, today Trump did dialogue some about his intention for having funding available for those people. Now, nothing is signed yet. The bill is still open as of right now since we last checked, but it is being talked about, and that's important. I encourage you, get in touch with our senators, get in touch with lawmakers that are able to kind of swing that pendulum and make a difference now more than ever. When we need those resources and we're facing this world pandemic, it's so critical. So please get connected with Kamala Harris and Dianne Feinstein and both of our senators there, and let them know some of the issues that you're facing and how they can help. Also, it is outside the box and it may not be comfortable for you, but there are actually different businesses that are hiring right now. Some of our key essential services actually really need support. And I'm hearing massive numbers of employees being hired out because, as you might imagine, a place like a grocery store is completely inundated and they're working around the clock. And in fact, drivers are a huge need right now. The logistics of getting the product to the stores is a major dilemma. And so there's a lot of opportunities for job training and employment for drivers as well. Now, I wanted to briefly tell you a little bit about how the Chamber is staying connected and how we can support you. We are very active on our social media pages, so I encourage you on both Facebook and Instagram to follow us at Calaveras Chamber. And we are constantly putting out information and resources for you. We also have a webinar that's going to be coming out tomorrow where I'm going to be doing an interview with Carrie Ellenwood from the Small Business Administration. So a lot of the questions that we may be asking as businesses in regards to how can the SBA actually help me, what are these loans going to look like, when am I going to see the monies? A lot of these questions are going to be dialogued about tomorrow. So again, I encourage you to follow us at Calaveras Chamber, and I'll have that posted. We also have a webinar that's going to be coming up with the SBDC, as well as panel interviews where we can have live Q&A time from local leaders that are all supporting businesses throughout this COVID-19. There is also something when you go on to our social media pages that I want to encourage you to fill out. I know a number of you have reached out to me by email and by phone, and I appreciate that. Every phone call I'm picking up, every single phone call is forwarded to my cell phone, then I pick it up. Or at least return the voicemail if I'm on the other line. So please know that I've been answering 7 days a week. And so I understand the panic and I understand the fear. And so I want to help ease that and provide as much for you as I possibly can. So there is a survey that's on our page right now. Please, it's 6 questions. If you are a business owner, do me a favor and fill this out. It helps us as the Chamber advocate for you. We can't know how to support if we don't know where our businesses are at. And so if you can, please, just 6 questions. It will take you less probably less than 3 minutes to fill it out. It's not asking you for personal information, it's just asking you for where does your business stand right now. So again, on our Facebook page at Calaveras Chamber, and you'll be able to find that. Now, there's a couple personal items that I do want to let you know that are available to you. And I don't have links because it can vary immensely, but if you are under a mortgage, if you are under a car payment, insurance services, a lot of them right now are having deferred payments. And so please contact whoever your normal bills are and see what's available to you if you are struggling, if you're not bringing in the income right now, and see what resources are available to you there. A lot of people can call and have it deferred. The length of time just depends on the organization, but it's worth the time. Now, don't assume that they're going to do that for you automatically, even though this is worldwide. Please do your due diligence and call and make sure that they have a record on your account saying that you are asking to defer it. And this is just my last piece for you. Look out for your neighbors. Look out for your neighbors, look out for your community, whether it's in your neighborhood, whether it's in your business neighborhood. Please look out for them. And there's a lot of people that are stressed out and scared right now. And what I know from Calaveras County of my 2 years here is that this is a strong county and that we can get through this together. But it's going to require all of us to take a beat, to breathe and to relax. And I want to encourage you, it's scary and I know that, but we will get through this, we will. And practice your social distancing, practice your cleanliness, use hand sanitizer if you have it, research different ways to make your home and your workspace as clean as possible. We want you to avoid getting sick, obviously. And then mindset, I'll leave you with this. Some of the largest businesses, most successful businesses ever were conceived out of crisis. Sometimes crisis breeds opportunity, and I want to encourage you to think about that. And that's hard, and I know it stretches you, but think about how you can change your business at this time, how your business can add value through this crisis. So if you want to contact me, please send me an email, chamber@calaveras.org.org. And you can also reach me at our number. It's 209-754-5400. Thank you so much for listening, and I think we're going to have some Q&A now. No?
We don't have any questions that came through on the live.
Okay, great. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate the partnership with Kathy Gallino here at the county. And please find your resources and get connected.
For sure. And if there are any questions that you think of when you're not watching this live, you can email ccoes@co.calaveras.ca.us.